So I wanted to come on here, and I know I did a channel update yesterday explaining the whole major financial change that's going on due to the fact that EDD pretty much ended my unemployment because of the fact that I didn't make enough during the time I was unemployed to keep it, which is strange, if you know what I mean. It's very, very strange and all that. And even though they can allow me to open a new claim, which is cool, it's still going to probably lead to what I've already dealt with. So I'm not going to really deal with that right now until things change on their parts. Now, as I also mentioned in the financial channel update video, it seems that the state eventually over the next couple of weeks, next month, they're going to be sending out physically and direct deposit wise some money, some stimulus money because of what's happened over the past year or so. So hopefully that'll come in and that'll help out. And then of course, I have my other avenues in which I'm trying to make some financial money. Of course, I have my monetization here on YouTube. And I also have my Teespring store, which, believe it or not, I actually got one shirt already sold. That's basically the let's discuss some topics, shall we? T-shirt. I already have one sold. The only thing is I have to wait unless things change, because you know how people don't update some of their terms or the agreements or rules and all that. I have to wait until a certain amount of shirts gets printed before it gets sent out and all that to the person that bought it. Although I think they'll probably get it a lot sooner, because hey, if you can make some money, not make some money, but if you want to keep people satisfied, like your partners and even the customers, then you might want to consider sending out the shirts that they ordered right away and not wait until a certain amount of shirts is ordered in the long run. But yeah, I actually got that. I got one sold there. Hopefully there'll be more sold. And and of course the Patreon, which again, it's still open for you guys if you want to check that out. It's two different tiers, a $1 tier and a $3 tier. So, if you want to help out there, it'd be great. And then, of course, my podcast, which apparently the sponsorship with Anchor itself ended, but they're still working on trying to find me some new sponsors, to fill that void. So I could still make money there. I think I'll still be able to make money. There's no doubt. It's just that it's going to, take a bit before I can get some money going again, because they got to find a sponsor, which again, I'm pretty sure and confident they will find one. And then of course I got my Google YouTube monetization payout for September and August, since, if you don't make 100 in a month, they combine 2 months together to equal that. And basically, in a few weeks, or actually 2 weeks from now, I'll have my payout for that, which should be around like 187, which is the highest I've been paid out, believe it or not, single month or combined months, aside that, or besides that, I should say, single months, combined months, whatever the case may be, that's the most I've made. That's almost near $200, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But that's not the reason I wanted to come on and do this channel update. There is another reason. But if you want to know more about the financial channel update and everything, major change, check out the video I did before this and you'll get a better idea. There's even a rant video I did 2 days ago, so you can check that one out too, where I ranted on the fact that EDD needs to get their act together now. So if you want to check those out, be my guest. But let's get into the real reason, as we're about 4 minutes, 10 seconds into this, as to what this channel update's about. And I think the title might even help you out in that perspective. Okay, so normally, Monday through Friday, ever since I was let go, and unless things change, because I've applied for work at Target, and I'm going to try to apply at other places soon, and maybe even try to work something out to maybe if I can do it, if God leads me to do it, I'll probably try to call the HR and see if maybe I can work out some kind of situation to where I can get back to work at at Wally World, as people call it. But for the time being, normally, like I said, I have Monday through Friday off. And when I was working, if I had time on the books, I would, ask in advance for maybe a week or so off to kind of, catch a breather. That's what I did basically during the whole COVID situation, because we were so, basically ran ragged, if you will, that a lot of us are like, screw this. We need time to breathe. We need some time off to ourselves. And, people are like, yeah, go ahead, Brian, and do it. You need to do it. Because they could tell that I was, I was losing my spirit, my enjoyment being there, believe it or not. But anyway, like I said, normally Monday through Friday, I would have, I should say, a lot of free time to do videos since my mom's at work. Well, it seems that this Saturday I'll have some time as well. Now, I've had Saturdays in the past, even when my mom was off because of the COVID situation, to where, she might go somewhere with my sisters or wherever, or she might go, to a certain appointment or conference or whatever the case may be. And I would have a little time, maybe a half hour, a few hours, maybe just an hour, who knows, to myself. So I'd be able to do a video like what I'm doing right now on a Saturday. Well, unless things change, basically this Saturday, which I'm assuming should start around maybe between 11 and 1. Don't hold me to that, but between 11 and 1, probably even in the middle, like 12 o'clock, noon, or 12:30, I should have the place to myself. And the reason I say that is because my mom is going to be meeting my sister, and my older sister, that is, at her house, along with my second oldest sister and my niece, and they're going to basically have a girls' day out, is what they're going to have. They're going to have a girls' day out. That's the best way I could say it without, giving much away, if you know what I mean. Because if I say a little bit more, well, let's just say it might spoil the surprise or whatever the situation, whatever things they have planned for their day out. I don't want to say too much because, I've heard things here and there, but again, I don't want to say too much, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a special kind of day, girls' day out. And, what that does for me is it opens the door for me to be here, not only to watch our dog and watch the neighborhood for whatever unusual activity is going on, but it opens the door for me to do videos, to do live streams, if you will. It opens the door. So I'll be able to do a lot more on this Saturday. So expect a lot of videos, if God willing, to appear on Saturday on this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening. But honestly, folks, it's just, one of those situations right now that a lot of families go through on both sides of the spectrum that, basically only involves women. It only involves women, and that's why they have a girls' day out. Again, I'm not saying anything else than that, but yeah, it's basically what's going to be happening. That's what's going to be happening. Thus, this Saturday, I will have the place to myself. Again, the timing could be between 11 and 1, mostly between noon and 12:30. Don't hold me to that, because things might change. But right now, that's the time frame we're getting. Mostly because of the fact that she has to be at the house between that time. Now, I could be wrong about the time as well. I mean, last I heard, it was at 1 o'clock is when my mom has to be there. She has to be there around 1. But again, I may have misheard. Maybe it's 2. I don't know. Find out later on. But basically, yeah. Unless things change, Saturday, I will have the place to myself. So I'll be able to do some more vids on a Saturday, here in this house without any interruptions or worry about, being quiet or something like that, or waiting for my mom to be distracted by watching the games and all that, her Giants games and all that. So I'll be able to kind of have time to myself, unless, of course, the guys, if you will, the guys decide, the husbands, my nephews and all that, they decide, hey, let's all get together while the girls are doing their thing. Let's get together, hang out, do something. We'll see what happens. Unless that happens, then yeah, things will change. But as of right now, the plan is basically to be here and to be able to do what I want to do with the time. Because I noticed that financially, that when I'm able, and I'm sorry for that close up there, I was checking my nose, there's a little zit here, a little dried up zit. But I've noticed that when I do get videos up on Saturday, whether I do them like late at night on Friday when my mom's asleep, like I've done, last week and everything, or if I'm able to, like get something out there during the day, it does get more, it does get some views and it does get some more traction. So we'll see what happens, but right now that's the opportunity that lies in front of me. Like, I could do some videos on Friday night, late Friday night, have them premiere on Saturday morning, and then continuously do more. And, go from there. And as I just said, go from there and see what the outcome is. Because I noticed that it does help financially. It does really help out financially. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and let you know that basically this Saturday, for I don't know how many hours it's going to be that they're going to have this day out, which it could be for a while. It could be several hours, if not many hours. I will have the place to myself for the time being. And I know, like I said earlier, I've had Saturdays to myself before. But again, like I said, I'm not entirely sure, how long those are going to be. Sometimes they'd be a half hour, sometimes they'd be an hour, maybe even 2, and then that's it. Or maybe even a whole day if my mom decides, she has to, go to my older sister's just in case, like let's say one of her appointments is in Patterson. She goes to my sister's for a while, spends time there, helps out, and then that's it. But we'll see. We'll see what occurs on this Saturday. But the way it's sounding to me is I'm probably going to be spending several hours. I mean, I'm assuming from what I'm understanding, it could be the whole afternoon into the evening. Not saying that's going to be the case. Not saying that's going to be the case, seeing as though some of them have to work the next day on Sunday, but we'll see. But I just wanted to come on here, guys, let you know that in addition to doing the videos like this one that I do Monday through Friday, today and tomorrow, that you can expect, hopefully, plenty of videos on Saturday as well to, sink your teeth into and enjoy. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. Basically there, as well as comment in the live chat during the premiere. Like the video. Check me out at my Teespring store. Again, I've already got one sold. It will really help out financially if you guys can choose between some of the merchandise I have there, especially if you are a Sally fan. I have some Rally for Sally stuff there you guys could check out. As well as check out some new shirts of an anamorphic mouse version of myself standing side by side with Gadget. You can check that out. You can check out basically what the name Brian means. I got that on there. You can check out basically support for a friend of mine on DeviantArt, Jacka Lador, Michelle, and her Metamorphosized to Malleability series. You can check that out. As well as you can check out one of the t-shirts that just sold today, that sold recently, which was the let's discuss some topics, shall we? That shirt, as well as the first one, where it's basically titled Unscripted, Uncensored on the Fly kind of deal. But yeah, those are all at Teesprings in various t-shirt sizes, as well as more than just t-shirts. So check that out if you want. Also check me out on Patreon. $1 tier gets you recognition and a shout out. $3 tier gets you recognition and shout out, as well as access to some YouTube vids that are unlisted right now due to the fact that they are Patreon exclusives and possibly for a limited time DeviantArt exclusives as well, but mostly Patreon. Check those out. As well as check me out at BW Rose's Discussions on all your favorite audio podcast locations except for Pandora. That could help out in a big way, especially once they find a sponsor, which I'm pretty sure they'll be able to before I know it. And that's all I really want to say. As well as check me out at BW Roses on Vimeo to find some videos there that you can't find anywhere else due to maybe copyright reasons and stuff, if you catch my drift. But again, just wanted to come on here, give you a bit of a channel update as far as this upcoming Saturday is concerned. And I will talk to y'all later.